it's not a secret that you got to ride, because for the last week we pretty much were sure that Dale Coyne was going to announce you. The Jonathan Birds thing was a shot out of the sky, and that was pretty cool. But what's really happened here, and we just talked to Dale about it in the Birds, what you did for them at Long Beach last year didn't get you hired, but it certainly got you noticed, and then you kept pounding on the door. And I think your dad told me you put the sponsorship deal together. So after all the frustration, something good finally happened, but it took a lot of beating and a lot of work.
Yeah, that's you just summed it up. I mean, the work that we've put in over not just this year and the last year, but the last 3 years has been incredible. And a lot of people, I don't try to like tweet every day, oh, we're trying to make positive phone calls, etc. I'm just trying to work behind the scenes, and if something's happened, like the last 2 months, we've said nothing, because I mean, we've had some things going on, but not really anything solid. And then when I talked to Dale 3 weeks in a row, I figured, normally he doesn't really answer his phone that much, so there must be something going on. It was really cool to kind of, I mean, it's only been over the last month that this thing has come together, and it's come together very fast and before Christmas, which is something that's never happened in my career ever, so I'm excited.
The other thing is that I don't care. You were getting frustrated. You can't help but get frustrated, because you did a good job for Sam Schmidt at Detroit. You did a hell of a job for these guys jumping in a car at Long Beach. And I told you back in the 60s, you'd have probably been hired on the spot. Obviously, this is in the 60s. You still got to go out and find money. But did you get to the point where you thought it ain't never going to happen, or did you just say, I'm going to make it happen?
And those thoughts definitely crossed my mind. I mean, you just don't know what to do next. You feel like you've done everything. You feel like you could do, there's only so much you can control. And I felt like I was doing everything in my control to try and make this happen. But it just, all it took was Dale. It took a team owner to make this happen. I had heard from several different people that Dale was out there looking for sponsorship from me to drive his car, and I was like, that's incredible. Like that's awesome. And talking to Dale and then speaking with David Bird and Jonathan Bird, it fit. And not a lot of things in racing make sense these days. Like not a lot of these deals, you think, well, that doesn't really make sense. This one makes absolute sense. Indiana sponsor, partner, Indiana drivers, and Dale, who's just got such a great love for this sport. We all love what we're going to do here, and I can't wait to just get to work.
A few years ago, if you'd have got a ride with Dale Coyne, we'd have gone, sorry, brother, it's the end of the road. Nowadays, he's won some races in the last few years. If you get a good engineer, Mike Cannon's a great engineer, and you get a good engineer, a good, young, hungry driver, we've seen it in IndyCar the last 2 or 3 years, you can beat anybody.
I think that's the best part about IndyCar. I love IndyCar because I actually talked to Stoffel Van Dorn about this the other day, the McLaren driver, and I was like, dude, the best part about IndyCar is the fact that you have a chance with anyone on the grid, the fact that you do have a shot with any team that you drive for, and I felt that at Sam Schmidt. We had great races at Detroit and Toronto, and it was so fun to drive that car. We're starting in December. Like, we're testing next week in 3 days. Like, we have the fancy new Honda pieces on the car already. Like, we're ready to go, and that's what's cool about it. We get to test next week. We're starting early. We got the full test program. Cannon's on the car. Todd Phillips, Darren Krauser. I mean, these guys are good guys. Like, yeah. I'm excited to just work with all of them and just kind of have a home.
Well, you deserve something good happen to you, even though you're a Daly. Now, is this going to be your best Christmas ever?
This is the best Christmas ever. It's my birthday in 2 days too, so that we
you're going to test on your birthday?
Yep, testing on my birthday.
All right, Conor Daly in the IndyCar Series full time finally. Robin Miller for RACER.com.